So I'm joined here today with Dawn from Ferndown Estates. Now, Ferndown are our very first agent to use the Depositary. Dawn, thanks for your time today.
No, you're welcome.
So, Dawn, would you mind telling me a little bit more about your role at Ferndown?
Okay, so I've got a number of roles at Ferndown Estates. However, I'm responsible for providing a smooth process at the end of the tenancy. So basically dealing with all the checkouts at the end.
Great. And how enjoyable is that process normally?
It's very stressful.
So it's obviously been a very crazy last 4 weeks. How are you guys doing?
We're all very well, thank you. Surprisingly, we've adapted quite quickly to working remotely from home, and we've certainly learned a lot of new skills over the last 4 weeks, including obviously these video calls as well.
Yeah, it's sort of these have very quickly gone from sort of definitely not the norm to the norm of how everything is being done now. So I think we're definitely going to see this play a much bigger role generally in agency and also how agents and suppliers interact going forwards as well. So turning the conversation round to the Depositary, as I mentioned earlier, you guys are our very first agents onto the platform outside of my own agency. And so really keen, obviously you guys sent us a lovely email the other day, but just really wanted to sort of have a bit more of a chat with you about that. So I don't know if you can cast your mind back to when we did the demo with you guys.
Yeah.
What were your sort of first impressions of the demo, and what sort of got you potentially excited about coming on board with us?
Generally, it was just nice to see that there was a bit new software to help me out with my current workload. Obviously, it can be very stressful doing checkouts, to be honest, and it's just nice to have someone on board that can help me out.
Cool. And how did the sort of setting up of the platform go? Was that relatively smooth sailing?
Yeah, it was, to be honest. In all honesty, one of my other colleagues set up the properties on my behalf. She's had no training on the software, and she did say basically it was really self-explanatory. So yeah, really good.
That's fantastic. I mean, that's something we definitely thought a lot about when we were building the platform was exactly what you just said, the ability for someone to really sit in front of our platform and hopefully find it pretty intuitive to use rather than needing to refer to a manual or so that's fantastic. And so obviously you guys have now done some tenancies through the platform. How have you guys been finding that generally?
I've found it fantastic, to be honest. Very simple and easy to use again. Carla in particular has been a really good help, providing constant support throughout obviously the process. Can't knock her. All the queries have been answered straight away, and generally, with regards to the platform, very easy to use.
So coming back to the dreaded C word, coronavirus, obviously a lot of agents very unexpectedly had to very quickly move out of the office and do remote working. Did you feel like the Depositary helped in that journey, got in the way? How did you find that?
No, it certainly helped me, because generally I tend to deal with checkouts over the phone, but I can't quite do that with a 7-year-old running around the back at me. So it's helped me. We've been able to propose deductions using the platform, and we've literally just been working backwards and forwards with tenants on that basis. So I've never had to pick up the phone at the moment, which is really good.
Brilliant. And then touching on that with your tenants, and I don't know whether you've had any landlords go through the system yet or not, but have you guys had any sort of reaction or feedback at all from tenants or landlords?
I haven't really spoken directly to them with regarding the platform, but I have had some response to say obviously we've been very quick in returning their deposits. So obviously the platform has helped us. It's literally about 4 or 5 days and we can release the deposit back to them, which is very good really, because it's usually very close to the 10-day deadline usually.
Brilliant. And then just to kind of put you on the spot, if you had to pick like your one favorite thing about the Depositary right now, what would that be? What's the favorite thing it does for you?
Probably your daily emails, indicating what's outstanding on the platform basically. So it gives me an idea of how many days I've got left from the deadline. I'm generally always up to the 10-day deadline, usually with our old sort of form of doing deposits. So yeah, really good.
Fantastic. Brilliant. Well, thanks for your time today, Dawn. That's been excellent. And yeah, any other agents wanting to find out more about the Depositary, please get in touch.